Hey, y'all, what's up, man? It's Paiea Palomado. We're here with another bad podcast culture segment. So today we're going to discuss the Migos and their money problems. So the Migos just sued their lawyer, Damian Granderson, for basically malpractice and cheating them out of millions and millions of dollars. And in that alleged suit, they were saying that he co-inspired with the label to keep them out of millions and millions of dollars. They also put in a writing that he basically represented them and the label. That's a hell of a conflict of interest. That's some Birdman puffy shit. So all in all, they didn't sue QC, but they're basically bad mouthing QC, saying QC was cheating them out of money, and they're suing the lawyer to get the money back because they're saying he made the deals, like not telling them all the information they needed to know. Basically, this story is like a dime a dozen. We hear this with artists all the time. We've seen Cardi want her deal renegotiated. We've seen Megan just get out of her deal. We've seen Uzi want his deal renegotiated. We just seen the 4 or 5 year long process of Birdman and Wayne trying to get their label shit straightened out. So this happens all the time, and it's one of the things that we see is artists are becoming either more aware in the beginning of how fucked up the contracts are, or they find out way too late, like in Wayne's case. The funny thing about this is, depending on how you feel about Migos or QC, the label, but just music in general, it's not set up for the employees to make more money than the bosses. Like, the artists are not supposed to make more money than the label execs. I don't know what business I've ever seen where the CEOs are supposed to be making just as much money as the employees. Like, it's not set up like that. The CEOs and the bosses are always supposed to set it up so they make more money. So these artists, they sign these deals when they're broke, and they don't really realize the full ramifications of what they're signing. Now, I'm not full on fuck the label because I believe in certain cases where the label invests a bunch of money. I mean, I don't know Megan and Uzi's situation specifically, but I think, we got to remember the stylist, the hair, the houses, the jewelry, the cars, everything the label fronts you, that shit costs money. And if somebody's fronting you that money, they definitely want it back. And if they feel like they fronting you as far as you weren't as hot before they met you, they don't just want the money back, but they want a stake in your career. A lot of times it's like 60% or more. They want a greater stake than you. I believe that that's fair. I also believe, though, you get to a point where you outperform your contract. Obviously, Megan, in her case, she's probably the hottest female artist in the game at the time, right now, per se, and she outperformed that contract. So she's like, I want to renegotiate. Uzi's probably the hottest artist in Generation X, for all the young kids and old people, older people. He wanted to renegotiate his deal with Drama because he felt like he was getting the shorter end of the stick at the time. I feel like I see why the labels, of course, they feel like, hey, you was broke when I met you. We put you on your feet. We gave you access to all these producers and all that. We want this. But I can understand the artists being like, yeah, I get that, but I outperformed that. I'm one of the hottest people out. I'm bringing in this. Basically, I'm keeping the lights on in this motherfucker. So it creates resentment. And we see in the Migos what makes that situation strange, but also not unusual, because like the Cash Money situation, we've always thought QC's a family. It was a small indie label when the Migos first got there. It was just them, Skipper the Flipper, Rich the Kid, a few other artists, and Migos basically built. They basically are the bricks that built QC the label. Now QC's a powerhouse, and Lil Baby's pretty much running shit right now. But in defense of that, it's not like we can't forget the Migos were the one who made it that way. So they feel like, yo, what the fuck's going on? Like, how come we not being compensated fairly? We seen QCP. He posted a lengthy Instagram post. I'm not even gonna say all the words, but all in all, he was just saying, look, man, we've never shortchanged any of our artists. We love you guys. If you feel like we're doing snaky business, you don't have to be in business with me. We're here to watch people win. All in all, it was like a page out of Birdman's book. Like one of them statements where he don't really get into detail. He's just saying he loves his artists. There's always gonna be these label woes. It makes me wonder what people think nowadays about signing to a major or going independent. I actually, like I said, I'm not full fuck the label. I think it's all an artist situation. Like, if you broke and you need that investment because you need the studio time, you need access to these producers, but you got the talent, label might be your way to go. But, that's not to say independent's not the way. Independent just means you have to put a lot more on your back. With a label, all that shit that they'll do for you, you doing it yourself. Scheduling, touring, radio interviews, getting your records played, that's all on you. So it's a funny game. It's just to see the Migos in it, it's wild because you could tell they're really pissed off. And then that also makes me wonder, how come they didn't know this sooner? You look at Cardi, Megan, and Uzi, in particular, the three recent artists, they all got their biggest points early and automatically when they check the books and they went to renegotiations. Migos been in this for about 6, 7 years now as far as at a high level. So you look at that, you're saying, what took them so long to check their finances? And it makes it a little weird, but also makes you think that it was probably very much an illusion, thinking it was family, forgetting that there's an employee boss structure. And also, you know, maybe the corona, because I know a lot of artists is going broke. Niggas don't want to talk about that, but a lot of artists is going broke. That a lot of people was dependent on that show money and that tour money, and it's not coming in. So I can only imagine, you know, if you used to bringing in 300-400K a month, it's not coming in from show money. I know that streaming money is like oodles and noodles. It's only feeding so many mouths. So it's very interesting. But I just wanted to drop that because it's something was on my mind. It just makes me think about music, artists, and labels. If you guys got something to add, man, you can drop it in the comments. You can like the video, subscribe. You know, when I just drop these culture vids when shit comes to me, all right? So, hey, man, enjoy your day. Peace.